lollipop. Oh yeah, that's nice. Keep doing that. It's like a fan. Yeehaw! Just had to nip off to the petrol station there. The chipper started to overheat, so I had to go and get some coolant. Now, the blades are a bit dull on the chipper, so it's struggling, and it's taking in big chunks consistently. You know, there's not much of a break in between these big limbs. So I'm putting it down to that anyway. So yeah, it's just one of these jobs. The chipper's left on site. We're not there. You know, we haven't been on this job a full 5 days. It's been half a day here, an evening here. This is our first full day on it since, about 2 weeks ago. So I haven't been able to take the chipper away really and get the knife sharpened, but that's the next thing to do. Once this job is finished today, I will bring it up in a couple of weeks. We're not going to be using it really in the next 2 weeks, so I'll bring it up, get them sharpened, and that should fix that problem. But yeah, there's always something to slow things down. But yeah, we'll have it done today. Fill her up with this coolant. Hopefully it'll bloody work. Yeah, see you back on site. Smart man. Smart man. Hi guys, thanks for watching the video. If you don't recognise me, it's because I've had a shave and now I look like a 35-year-old lesbian. But yeah, back to the work. Yeah, the machine, the digger and the grab, it makes such a massive difference that, you know, we're only small time, you know. The jobs we get, they're small. There's nothing big about them. That's the biggest job we've done as a business, as a company. And even before, when I was doing private work, wouldn't have delved much into that kind of stuff with when you start hiring machines. But I can see the value in it, and the cost of actually renting someone in to do a job like that, it is worth every penny. Absolutely worth every penny. Now, that wasn't actually my job. We were actually brought in to help out the guy in the digger. Hugo is his name. But it's made me think now, when I'm going out pricing jobs now, if it's anything like that, I am 100% going to have that as an option. And I just know how much easier it is now. Like, it's still hard. You're still you know, you're still working. But if we had done that, let's say the old-fashioned way, if we want to call it that, dragging every piece of that massive hedge, there was 87 stumps at the end, it was counted. So you can imagine, they were quite big. If you had to drag every piece of that, I'm telling you now, double the time, at least. So for me, the way forward is use the machines at every opportunity you can, even if it costs money. If you have to add a bit of money on the job, if you don't get the job, well, you've just saved yourself probably hardship. So yeah, I can see the value in that. And look, I'm sure there's people watching now that are thinking, oh, it's a tiny job. To us, it's not. We're a very young company, and that's the biggest job we've done. It's been successful. We got it done. We've made some money, and I've also learned a lesson that in the future now I'm gonna obviously look at things a bit differently. It's the same as any skill you learn in this business, rigging, felling, if you're very good at felling. My weak point is felling. I need to get better at that. But once you have them options, jobs become a lot easier to break down in your head when you're looking at them. So not only do we make some money, we learn some lessons as well. So if you are starting your own business, don't be afraid to spend some money and hire in good lads that know what they're doing. And that's another thing I want to talk about, is Hugo, the guy driving the digger. I think a lot of the viewers that watch this channel are quite young and maybe are only just in the industry, or maybe thinking of getting in the industry. Well, I tell you what I think about Hugo. He's 22 years old. He bought that digger. Now it's on finance, but he's bought that digger. He bought the Jeep, if you see the Jeep in the video. And he works 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. He doesn't drink. I'm telling you now, that's someone you need to look at and say, wow. And I really mean that. I'm 35 and I'm slogging still. Okay, we started a business, but there's 2, 3 years, maybe 5 years minimum slogging, if we're lucky to make it that far. He's 22, and I can guarantee you he carries on the same way he is now. He will be very, very successful. So, Hugo, I know you're watching, probably. I know you watch the videos. So fair play to you, lad. Your mum and dad must be super proud. And I want to highlight that because I know that I'm pretty sure there's a lot of young lads watching now, and that's what you need to do. At 21, 22 years old, all I cared about was getting my paycheck on a Friday, which I probably had spent already. Probably owed money here, there, didn't pay me bills. And then I spent the rest of the weekend spending more money that I didn't have. Yeah, so if I could go back in time, I'd be Hugo. So Hugo, fair play to you, man. And he's got very good at driving that digger as well in a fairly short period of time. Look, I don't know. I don't drive diggers. I got in that digger once, not on that job, before that. And I'm telling you now, you'd think a 3-year-old child was in it. I hadn't a clue what I was at. So yeah, fair play. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I know the quality of the videos isn't as good, probably. But I just want to get stuff out there, to be honest. I enjoy doing it, like I said on the previous video. It's something I'm quite passionate about, talking shite for 10, 15 minutes. But no, guys, seriously, if you're enjoying it, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try my best to keep putting stuff out, try and show things that I can help young lads, young women, whatever, you know, how to do things. And in the process, hopefully I can learn from yourselves with your comments, and your support is much appreciated. Guys, have a great weekend. It is Friday night. Had a hard week in business, but also successful, and having a well-deserved 2 days off. Carl as well put a good shift in today, climbing all the awkward bits that couldn't be just straight felled, so fair play to him too. And I just chipped all day. Yep. So fair play, lads. See you on the next one.